10 women's wrestlers who have a background in cheerleading. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Alina. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Cheerleaders in wrestling have often been used as eye candy. Some can use it as a gimmick, like the Spirit Squad, although famously, cheerleader Melissa was never an actual cheerleader in school. For the most part, cheerleaders are used to entertain the crowd, with acts like the Nitro Girls mixing in dancing as well. With a new focus on women's wrestling, many stars were more into athletics rather than cheerleading. But a few big names today got their start waving the pom-poms, and not just in school either. Some made it to the professional sports leagues before deciding wrestling was their true calling. Here are a few female wrestlers whose cheerleading backgrounds may surprise to show how they've shifted that into wrestling. A woman who just won't quit the business, Jamie Lynn Santier had an athletic streak as a teen. She competed in several sports in high school, including volleyball, football, and track, and worked in a stint as a cheerleader as well. She spent most of her early years in the Indies with a tryout for WWE. In TNA, the renamed Velvet Sky became one of the biggest stars as she and Angelina Love formed the Beautiful People team. Sky has become a Knockouts Tag Champion and two-time Knockouts Champ while working in stints in ROH and the NWA. Still out there wrestling today, Sky seems to be a lifer in the business that fans love to cheer on. One of NXT's brightest new stars, Maxine Dupree, has taken off working with Alpha Academy. She's improving in the ring and a fun persona fans are connecting with. Dupree honed that not just as a teenager handling cheerleading in high school, but the pros as well. She was a cheerleader for the Los Angeles Rams and then a dancer for the Phoenix Suns. Like other cheerleaders moving into wrestling, this gave Dupree not just athletic skills, but experience performing before large arenas. No relation to the famed Hart wrestling dynasty, Julia Hart grew up in Minnesota, which always had a background for future wrestling stars. She spent 6 years as a competitive cheerleader from junior high on, but got bored of it by the time she graduated high school. So it must have been annoying when her early AEW role was basically the cheerleader for the Varsity Blondes. After an injury, Hart remade herself into a heel, becoming TBS Women's Champ and an alliance with the House of Black. She's fighting back from another injury and set to retain her top spot in AEW that shows her great evolution from her early role. Promising talent in NXT, Carly Bright has only been wrestling for a couple of years, yet shows potential. That comes from her background as she attended the University of Minnesota and was a cheerleader for the Golden Gophers sports teams. She must no doubt have enjoyed moving from the cold environment of Minnesota to the warmer climate of NXT so far. Bright has been mostly a filler spot in NXT, in losing efforts to put others over, yet still has some skills. It's possible she can rise up more and live up to her last name with a bright future matching that former cheerleading past.